Welcome back to part 12 of my Stationeers Europa playthrough. So, last time we did quite a lot of things. We got the greenhouse started, we did some work out here, but the big thing last time really was seeing how effective these wind turbines are. Now I realise that anyone that's played on Europa before may have already come to that discovery, but as I said at the beginning of this, try to play without reading too many spoilers, including some of the new things that have been added. Wind turbines are not that new, but I haven't used them very much. What I didn't expect was them to be anywhere near as effective as they are, and they are good here. So I think that's a solution for many of our power problems, and I am going to get on with trying to deal with that, because what I really want to do is to get as far as a deep miner, because if we can do that, that means a whole lot less running around. Now I can't even make a deep miner, I don't think, without the upgrade to the printer, so clearly there's some stuff that needs to happen before that. But I think it needs a tier 2. Oh, it's the auto lathe anyway, but it does need to be a tier 2. Also going to need Electrum Invar Constantan, but I need Constantan. I think I'm right in saying I need Constantan to make the upgrade anyway, which I probably make on the auto lathe, so I don't know why I'm looking at that machine. Let's have a quick. Maybe not. No, okay. Right. Either way, I can't make one on here right now, so I do need to upgrade those machines. What am I looking for? I'm looking for an auto lathe. No. It's not on the pipe bender, is it? Maybe it is. Maybe it is. But that's going to be my first note. I'm going to have to look it up on the Stationpedia and figure out what it is that I need to do to upgrade it. I need Autolathe Printer mod, which I need to make from the tier 2 electronics printer, of course. Right, okay. It's all coming back to me now, and to make the tier 2 electronics printer I need to make the electronic printer mod, which I can make at a tier 1 electronics printer. So I have to start here and make the mod in order to make more mods, but that needs Constantan, and then from there I'm also going to need more Constantan, obviously, and steel and electrum, but I've already managed to make steel and electrum. I know Constantan is going to be a bit more of a challenge to make, so I think we're a little way away from being able to do that, but I think I should be able to get the power network reasonably upgraded with some more wind turbines. We need to do that, we need iron, we need gold, and we need copper. So we've got some copper in here. Probably make at least one more right away. Oh. In fact, I've got enough stuff in there, I could probably make a couple of them. So that seems just like a smart thing to just get on and do. That'll allow me to dismantle and move that battery without having to worry quite so much. So I can certainly make couple of them at least. If I make 2 of them, I think that will give me enough copper left over to make the heavy cable I'm going to need. What I am going to have to do is to lay out some more frames to site them, so I'm going to start off by just laying them out there. I think longer term I'd like to build some sort of structure a bit higher up, and then I can work underneath it with other things, but we've got no iron in there anyway, so I don't believe we've got any left lurking around in here. No. Although we have got 2 iron frames and 5 iron sheets there, so actually that's a decent start. So I'm going to go and crack on with that. So I could put one there, but I'm going to have to probably reroute that chute because it's going to be right in the way, isn't it? Or I could put it out here. Let's put it here for now. I need more frames out here anyway. That's that much is quite obvious, but let's do that and weld. Whoops! No, weld that one. Okay, there we go. Good. Doesn't need to be double welded. We're not planning to enclose that. So right, let's get back inside. Cancel the pressurise, save a little bit of time. Right, so I think if I stick them along there, I'm actually not going to need very much. I'm going to need one cable for the one that's there, and then I'm going to need sort of 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 more there. So half a dozen should do the job. And there we go, right on cue. There's the second one of those. Cable coil. Right. So this is a good quick win in terms of power. Sadly, I am then going to have to go mining. I'm going to have to figure out how to make Constantan, but I think I might move the furnace outside before doing that. I've got to think about how I manage the gases to do that, but we've got a fuel mixer over there, so we could build. Right, that'll do. Stop. We could build some further smelting deck outside. And move it out there. Why can't I see the wire cutters? Because they're there and I'm looking right at them. Right, okay. There are moments in this game where you get complete cognitive overload and you just can't see anything. Right, okay. Doesn't help trying to narrate and do at the same time. I suspect it makes me slightly less effective at both. Perhaps what I should do is stop, narrate and then do, but that's probably a bit boring to watch as well. Right, okay, I didn't need anything like as much heavy cable as I thought, but probably good to have a bit in my bit spare. Right, so I'm going to put that one in first because I have a feeling it might be a bit difficult to navigate. Actually, I could squeeze these right up, couldn't I? I thought they needed a full frame for the blades, but actually, this is great. This will allow me to get a third one in comfortably. Okay, well that's good news. In that case, I'm going to put one there. I'm going to try and get in and put one there. There we go. We don't need that, although I might connect something to it later. I'll leave it for now. It's not worth the hassle of getting rid of it. Right, okay, that's good news. Let's go back inside. Whoops. I'll hang on to that heavy cable. Yeah, cancel the pressurise. It's probably bad for the machinery to keep doing that, but I don't think that's modelled, so we'll get away with it. Right. Okay. So I reckon I could move the battery now. It does seem a shame when it's fully charged, but it's kind of not going down. So I think it's going to have to happen. Hand drill. Okay. Let's hope I've done this right. Otherwise it's going to be a embarrassingly short piece of work. Right. I shouldn't have put those away. That was something I didn't mean to do. Get that over there. Get that there. Right. Connect that to where the input's going to be. Okay, let's get that put together. So I need the welder, which is there, and those, and I need the screwdriver. Look at that sad empty battery now. There we go. Right, and then I need to snip, no, actually snip that from there and that from there. Okay, now we're going to colour code that, which we tried to do previously. But this is where it actually matters, is making sure that the output network and the input network are separated. So I'm going to put another one over here, and at the moment we're just going to run one transformer, but I want to set this up so that I can add more when I need to. Put that there, and then that transformer actually can come back one. This is important because we need to run the data cable, whoops, we need to run the data cable through far enough to connect up to there, and we have got one too few, so that's irritating, and will need to be sorted. Let me just there we go, and we need to connect that as well. Actually, that's more important. We connect the power before we connect the sensor line. Sensors are nice. Power's kind of the point of having it. Right, let's turn this up, and you can hear stuff coming to life. Right, there we are, 5 kilowatts, so that will stop anything there from blowing out. Yeah, just now want to connect. In fact, I can probably just branch that in there rather than all that distance. Question is, have I already got any cable anywhere that I don't need now? I don't think so. Arguably I could move that, but that would just need more light cable and less heavy. So we'll leave that for a minute. Okay. Give that a little boost. And make some cable. Okay, I've only got enough copper to make 5, but hopefully that's enough. Probably should have checked that before I did it really, shouldn't I? But there we go. Anyway, done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I need to connect that. Just about. And I need to reset this. Okay, let's see how we get on. Now what I'm hoping is that I can get the battery to part charge. Okay, that's good enough for me. I'll turn that off so that I can open that and take the coal out, and then there we go, you can try and launch it if you like, but there's nothing there. Right, okay, now what I want to do is to see how that varies. At the moment it's going down still. Yeah, we are still definitely using more than we're generating. Okay. If we've got the materials, it would be lovely to have a graph of that, but I don't think I'm going to have enough to make basically anything. I don't have enough for the circuit board, so there's definitely not enough. And there's nothing left in there now. So I'm definitely going to go and do some mining in a minute. When it gets light. Okay. I could do with recycling some of this as well, but I don't think we can really afford the... I can probably build a recycler. No, I can't even build that. Okay, so that's another job to do as a background task, because I'm going to want a centrifuge. Well, I'm going to want several centrifuges once I've got a deep mine. Okay, so in the meantime, let's think about planning for the furnace. So ideally what I want to do is actually feed it with, that'll need fixing. I want to actually feed it with this mixed fuel that we're going to make here, and I want to store that mixed fuel in a tank. So I may well expand that and put a tank there. But we could then put the furnace outside and fuel it off that, which would save throwing ice into the furnace every time we want to use it. I've still got to think a little bit about what I do with some of this gas processing, because that cooling tower has underwhelmed me, shall we say, not least for the amount of maintenance it needs. So I might just revert back to old school filtration systems that seem to be reasonably reliable, and try and use the cold atmosphere as a heat sink to cool the hot gas a bit more quickly, as also I can do that without it condensing. I need to change battery in a minute. But I think, looking at this, if I were to put a fuel gas tank on that base out there, onto that frame, and extend the wall out, that will keep the temperature up. I'd probably close this area off at some point, but it'll just help to keep the temperature up, and then go further out for the furnace. That feels like a good idea. It's probably a bit safer than having it in the workshop, and also this is starting to get in the way quite a lot now, so I think that's probably a good strategy, but we need quite a bit more stuff to do that, and stuff means mining, so sadly it's mine o'clock. Just going to put this away on the way out, create enough slots for anything I might happen to pick up on my travels. Can go straight into there and be refilled. Right, I wonder if I can get that in anywhere. This is actually full, isn't it? Well, it can go there then, honestly. Let's just check there's nothing left in the belt. Oh, there's lots of ices actually. I'll maybe melt a little bit of nitrice in here. Now this pressure's come down a bit. Just need to keep an eye on it, make sure it doesn't get too high. The mushroom didn't make it then. The corn is barely growing, but it is growing, and that's the important thing. It's not going to be if I blow the hab up, so let's take that out and let it do its thing. There'll be absolutely loads of nitrous in here now, but it is gradually squeezing the pollution out, pollutant I should say. That is actually going slowly. Okay. We know we can quickly reduce the pressure in there by doing this and just letting a bit go through. There we go. Right, okay. Hydration critical. Let's just deal with that before we go out. No, not the blue paint. I can't drink paint. I mean, I could try. Where did the can go? There it is. Right. Okay, I'm starting to run out of food now, so let's hope that we get a bit more success with these crops. Yeah, it's not great. Farming is clearly not my strong skill. I think I'm going to set up and run a, if I've got enough iron to make a filter for it, a pollutant removal in there. Right, that can go through. Right, let's see if I can do that. Have I got 5 iron left? Yes, I've got 34. I'm going to empty the whole... Oh, but I've got no power. Okay, you can have your coal back, I suppose. Right. I mean, the good news is I can reuse these. And the fixed filter in there. Portable scrubber. Bash. Right. Pick up. And I'll need a battery in there, so let's quickly just snag one out of 72%, that'll do. Go. Hopefully that will also help. Look at that, that's going down really fast now. I'll have to empty it at some point, but it's a start. Right. Pressure in here is still quite high. I don't think I'll risk any more nitrice. Pressure in here is reasonably high, but I am going to throw one out there. Oops. Get in the hole. No, get in the hole. Go on, get down there. Come on. That's it. Right. Okay, that's given me a little bit of carrying capacity. Right. Is that charging? Yeah, that's going. And I need to grab that. I think it would be sensible to do that. Right, okay, now I need to get out there before it gets too late in the day and see what I can find with my mining drill. That's only on 5%, that's not great, is it? Why don't I just put that 100% battery? Let's do that. That's more useful. Right. Okay, let's go. So I basically need almost everything. Probably not ices, but almost everything else. So you must not get distracted. Certainly I'm going to need iron and I'm going to need copper. Obviously also always need gold. I'm not sure there's much here. Oh, there's some. And the reason that I want to make the furnace properly gas fueled is that once I've done that I can use IC chips to control the reaction a lot better. I have no doubt my old IC code from 2022 is going to need some rewriting to get the right temperatures and pressures following the phase change update, but at least I've got a chance once it's being fueled by gas rather than by chunks of ice, which is a bit of a crude mechanism. Right, I don't think there's anything more in there. Right, I better grab any more coal I see on my travels as well, just to make sure I remember which way I'm going. Okay. The sun's awful when it's at this low angle. I keep thinking you can see stuff that's not really there. On the other hand, I just missed stuff that was there. It's a decent starting point anyway, fair bit of iron in this vein here. Must try the new drill at some point, but let's think about that once I've dealt with the immediate survival issues. Also not convinced that a pneumatic drill is any use to me until I've properly sorted out my gas processing, which I clearly haven't, because it's going to rely on me having pressurised gas containers, which obviously I could make at the moment, but it's not the best setup in place yet. Good amount of iron so far. Silicon I don't think I need at the moment. What I do need to do is to move that to there and move these out to here. Okay, right. Yeah, I'm running low on hydration again, aren't I? I'm going to get out of here. That's the exit. No, that's more silicon. Okay, let's get out of here. Find some copper as well. That's the other thing I'm going to be short of. A decent amount of iron on this trip so far. Definitely need more copper. I think that might be the end of that one. Some cobalt. We don't need that yet, that's for advanced alloys, and we're a little way away from that, to say the least. Let's just concentrate on what I do need. Right, coal, for sure. Nice. Even once I don't need it for power, I'm going to need it for plenty of steel. There's lots of things I need to build that are going to need steel, so very good if I can get this sorted. Any more? No. How's the battery holding up? Okay, about halfway through. No, there's no more up here. I thought there might have been. I have to take out that bit. That annoys me when there's bits stuck like that, floating in the air. Right, so the approximate direction of base is somewhere over that way. Ooh, lead we will need, and I don't have any more of. We've only got a relatively small amount of solder. Jetpack low. Oh, shush about the damn jetpack. I know. Have a different cylinder. It nags you so much about the jetpack, even when it's turned off. Right, okay. Maybe that's all there was there. Still useful. 16. Yeah, doesn't look like there's any more here. Never mind, it's only the second vein of lead I'd seen. Oh, there's more iron. Okay, so we're doing alright for iron on this trip. Need some copper next. Really doing quite well actually. Let's get that stacked in my backpack. Oh, that's all it will take. Right, okay. Good to know. Right, those are not stacked anyway, are they? So let's do that. See some there. Still not stacked. Just stack, you silly thing. Okay, that might be all of that lot. We've already got a bit of ice, but I'll grab a bit more. That's fine, I don't mind losing that bit. Right, can I stash this anywhere? Yes, I can put one in there. Okay, that really kind of is all of it now. Alright, carry one more in my hand if I need to. Right, so back to where I was going, which is try and find my way back to base, which will become increasingly difficult because I've kind of flown round and round. But hopefully it'll be daylight soon. Oh, there's some more lead though. I love how it defaults to going to a brand new stack even though I've got half stack in there. I don't know why it started doing that. That's new behaviour. It used to stack quite neatly. That was sarcasm, by the way. I absolutely hate the fact that it does that. It's incredibly bloody annoying. Right. Any more for any more? No, 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 no. Right, okay. It says there's some lead, but I don't see it. Oh, it's right in my face. there's more there. Oh, and more there. Okay, that's actually a really good sized vein. Right, now I've got more lead than I possibly need, or probably need at least. I still don't have any copper, so I do need to find some copper. 60-degree angle, and I'm dying of thirst. Well, dying is a strong term, but I'm not in the best state. Right. I am, however, going to take the rest of that iron whilst it's here. There's something about gift horses and mouths, and I don't really know what a gift horse is, but it probably has iron in it. So we'll have that, all of it. Maybe that's why you don't look them in the mouth, because they spit iron out and it hits you in the face. That would make a lot of sense. Right, daylight, that's good. Will make it easier. Night mining is always a special challenge. Now if I do find any copper, I actually haven't got enough space to carry it, have I? So that's going to be another interesting problem. I'll have to deal with that if I get to it. Right, okay. Oh, look, I made a beautiful archway. Right, where's my base? So I think it should be roughly in that sort of direction. Yes, there's the red hill. Right, I'm getting slightly dazzled by the sun, and what you can't see is I'm also getting slightly dazzled by the sun in real life, but from a different direction, and it's giving me some sort of strange sensory overload. It's very confusing. I'm being dazzled from sort of straight on and slightly to the right in Stationeers, and in real life I'm being dazzled from the left. And my brain's really struggling to cope with it, actually. There we go. Right. Copper. Found some. Okay. So, I only got 3% battery left. That's not clever, is it? But I need the copper. I have to get it. So I think what I'm going to do, actually, before the battery runs out, let's be a bit smart, because I've already cannibalised a load of batteries. Let's switch that out there so that I don't die. That's a good start. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop some of the spare lead on the ground, because it's less important than the copper at the moment. And then I'm going to attempt to get the copper to pick up. Right, there we go. Hopefully it won't be an issue, but I figure if something blows away or falls through the landscape, I'd rather it was the lead that I've got more of than I need than the copper, which that is literally all I've found on this whole trip. And there's no more in here either, is there? No, there's not. Right. Okay. I do need to be heading home. Might as well grab that though. No point in just leaving it there. If I see more copper, I will stop for it. Otherwise, it's straight home. Oh, I've lost the battery in there. Oh, this is actually quite bad. Yeah, okay. I kind of want to do that whilst I'm still... Ah, come on, I must have got something with some battery in it. I do, but I can't get it to there because I've got too much other stuff open. Come on! Okay, here we go. Come on! No, get me in, just get me in. Just get me in. I managed to avoid lung damage. It's a miracle. Okay, right. That was very, very close. Much too close. Okay, so now I've got to try and sort some of these out. I'm going to let those charge for a moment, and hopefully we'll be in a good state in a second. So let's sort it all back out. Right, come on. Get that done. Switch that out. 87% is good enough for now. Right, I need to get in there and drink some water, but I need to get some batteries switched over first, really. Actually, there's no point in smelting the lead. I'm only ever going to use it as part of solder, so it may as well go in there. Oh, I've got a cable coil I didn't know I had. That creates a slot. That's useful because that can go in there. Okay, there we go. Right, that battery's now charged. That battery can go in there. Close that. Close that. Right, where else did I steal batteries from? That needs to go in there. That can go back in there. And I think that's the only other one left that needs its charging. Right, okay, there we go. Not ideal, but I'm still alive somehow. And drink this, I didn't even get a toxin warning. That's a nice change, isn't it? Right. And there we go. Right. It's growing poorly, but it's still growing. I wonder what I can do to make it grow well. What's temperature looking like in here? 15. I think we could nudge it up a little bit. That would be a good idea. Although it should be getting to, no, it's not. It's not the thermostat that's the problem. It's just the just hasn't reached that temperature yet. There's still a bit of pollutant in here, isn't there? Has that run out of power? Probably, yes it has. Oh, I'll put my newly recharged battery straight back in there, I guess. Wasn't the most sensible one to use, really. That was the one tool I actually needed. 6%, oh well. I'll take it. No, this on the label. That's not right either. Oh my goodness, I've got too many windows open. Right, there we go. Oh, look at that though, no pollutant. No pollutant at all now. It's a small amount periodically just coming in, but okay, air tank low. Well, I can fix that while I'm in here, that's easy. Air tank is not critical, the air tank is beautiful. Right, so hopefully that will just stay now. Right, hang on, where's my... there it is. Okay, that's good, and that's up to 18 degrees, so there's no pollutants and it's a bit warmer. No, I didn't really want it to be a type of plant, I just wanted to see how it was growing. I don't want to plant it. Growing poorly. Oh well, it's still growing. Do I risk a potato? They're out here anyway, so... Right, that can swap there. That can swap to there. Okay, gradually catch up with myself. Okay, let's get some stuff smelting. That'll use up that battery pretty quick, won't it? But at least then we're going. Right, okay. So, hopefully that'll be enough to be able to extend a bit, and then I'm definitely moving that furnace outside and rigging up the right infrastructure. We've got enough steel, I think, to make one more tank, which I can use to hold fuel. There is an ideal temperature to hold that fuel, but it's going to be cold but not quite frozen, and that's an interesting challenge. And if you freeze it and it pops, it's a little bit explosive, honestly. Right, tablet's fully charged. Labeler needs a battery. Okay, and then I just got to figure out what was the last thing I took out of the angle grinder, wasn't it? Although, how's this drill looking? Oh, that's 100%, that's good. Okay, right. It's lucky they don't have different size battery slots on all this equipment, imagine that. Right, that's nearly charged and that's nearly charged. So we get there in a minute. There we go. So that can go in there. Right, okay, that's all my batteries sorted out anyway, that's a start. Okay. Now I know I need some frames, so let's just get on with that. It'd be nice to be able to upgrade to steel because it uses so much less, but I just don't have enough steel to really do that at the moment. That filter's alright, that filter's run out. Oh, I'm just going to use this as like a trash hole. There we go, just throw my rubbish in there. 3, 4. It's possibly enough. Let's get that going, that's all I found, so that will have to be enough. There's iron in there. Okay, let's get some iron in there. Right. I'm gonna need sheets. How many sheets am I going to need? I'm gonna need walls as well in a minute, but right, how big do I need to extend this? I probably need 1 sheet for that, and I need 1, 2, 3, 4 for the walls, and then we'll just put it in a cubby hole there. And then in terms of frames, so that's 4 sheets, we're going to need 5. I'm going to put an empty frame up there for the furnace, but then I want 6, 7, so I need 7 iron sheets, but we've already got a few. No, that's not iron, is it? Oh, we've already got an iron wall though, that's good to know. We've already got 3, so I actually only need to make 4 iron sheets. Wall, 3 of them. Okay, that's good. I'm gonna need some windows. Glass sheets, 4 of them. That's enough to extend out there. Now, steel's in this one, right? Yep. I don't know why silver comes out before steel, but all of the other... there we go. All of the other alloys come out first. Right, I need a tank. Actually, might make an insulated tank if I can. I need copper and silicon. I don't know if I've got enough silicon left in here. Not quite, but I might have in there. No, I've got none in there. Huh. It's actually a surprise. It would be good if I can, but that said, it's going to need... oh no, I could do it. It would be smart to keep the fuel cold, but not freezing. Let's do it. I'll need to go and get some more silicon to make this work, but double check. I didn't just misread it, no. Okay, so I just need a little bit more silicon. Go through there. That'll do for now. Right, let's go out. Make sure that's turned off. Oh, now you tell me. The second I step over the threshold, jetpack low. Great. There we go. Have a jetpack. Stop whinging. Right. Now I think if I go off in this direction, there might be, if I recall, some silicon not too far. Whether I can find it in the dark is a different issue, and I could have got completely the wrong direction. It's not looking hugely optimistic. I don't think it was this far. No. Okay. Oh, my filters, my CO2 filters run out. I didn't even notice. Right, I need to get back. Just suddenly realised that it was beeping at me. Oh, no, jetpack off. Just get in. And I left that on again. CO2 filter, go. Right, I didn't know if we had any in here, but... Oh no, it's at 27%, it hasn't actually run out, I misread it. Still, not a risk worth taking, that would have been deeply unfortunate if that had failed. Right, okay. No, get in the filter hole. Let's change that battery while I'm in here anyway, since I had to come all the way back in just to deal with that. Right, okay. Try again. Go and try and find some silicon. Right, I'm going to go out this way. Oh, I need to fix that as well while I'm passing. Go. That's better. Yeah, well, we'll manage. Hunger critical. Probably won't do you any harm to miss the odd meal. Yeah. Amount of soup you've been eating, honestly. Right. Ah, there we go. See, I knew there was some somewhere near, I just couldn't work out which direction. Come on, seriously, don't make it be 4 when I only needed 5. It's going to be 4 when I need 5, isn't it? It's going to be a single piece. I mean, the coal's nice, but seriously, literally one unit of silicon is all I need now. 1. Thank you. Well, I'll take the rest while it's available, since I know that I'm going to run out. And honestly, if I've got enough, I can make plenty of insulated pipes. That's probably a good thing. Feels like there's some in here from the way it's mining, but I'm not sure there is. Maybe not. No, I don't think there is. But there is more coal. No, okay. Well, at least I'm not far from home. Get that iron while I'm out here. Don't suppose you fancy giving me a piece of copper underneath it, do you? No? No? I thought I'd ask. Always worth asking. A bit more iron though. There we go. No. None in there. No, okay, fine. Right, I can see the lights of the base from here. See whether I can see anything else interesting within a short distance. I'll drill a hole through here. I don't imagine there's anything inside it, but there might be. And it'll be an artistic thing to look out onto, so, you know, there is that as well. Sometimes you just have to do these things because you can. Although, having said that, I'm not sure I'm going to make it to the other side. I thought it was a small little hill. It's going on forever. There we go. Look at that. The hill with a hole in it. That'll be a landmark, won't it, if I can see that in future. Although whether I can or not will be a different matter, but, you know, it's a good idea. Create yourself some landmarks. Whoosh, oh, something very strange going on with the atmospherics now, but there we are. Look at that, it's like some sort of pagan temple where the sun rises directly in the middle. All hail the sun god. It's actually pretty cool. There we go. Look at that, and then you can see the red hill over there. That's quite artistic. I like it. Could have put it in the middle, couldn't I? That would have been better, but never mind. Right, still no copper though. Come on, copper, 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 copper. Doesn't seem to magically summon it, does it? Oh yeah, that was that great hole I dug in the storm. Up on the highlands up here. Have we got anything on top of this mountain? No, it doesn't look too hopeful, does it? No. What's that? That could be it. Looks hopeful. It is indeed copper. Oh, whoops, that was a mistake, wasn't it? Put that in my hand. Okay. Even if I just get one stack of it, that would be good. Nice. Okay, that's more than one stack. Jetpack is low again. I am getting hungry and starting to feel unwell as a direct result. So I probably should stop this in a minute, but more iron. Okay, that might be the end of the copper vein. That's good though. Yeah, I think that's probably all of it. Okay, well that's decent. Okay, let's go. There we are. What's that down there? That's some gold. Okay, that's worth knowing. Gold at the bottom of the red hill. No, perhaps I shouldn't do that until I've... Let's do one job at a time, I think. One there, one there, one there, one there. Okay, so that's going to contain the furnace. That's probably not technically needed, but oops, could just surround it with frames and let stuff fall on the ground if necessary, but I just would rather have a proper landing space for this stuff. Yes, I know my jetpack's low. I'm not using it. You don't need to tell me when I'm not using it. Close that in. Okay, there we go, so I can now just take that piece of wall out and there, and I can't because I haven't actually welded that floor, which is a much more important job than welding that floor under there. And I can't believe I nearly screwed that up. That would have been really quite serious. Okay, that's better. Right, so yeah, I'll probably need to close the back of that up. Let's process those. And actually I think I might process a few of those as well. No idea how much. None is the answer. I was going to say how much we've got in the volatiles pipe, but we've got none. And we've got no fuel that's already mixed, so it's not great. Right. Actually, on that basis, I'm going to need more volatiles, aren't I? So maybe I'll take this bit out of here. Have I got capacity? Yes, I have, as long as it doesn't do something stupid. Yes, good. I don't want to take them out of that hill unless I absolutely have to, because it is an amazing landmark. But I can definitely take these out of here, because eventually I'm going to want to build on this bit anyway, so we may as well just clear the area a bit. Then I'm going to have to go in and sort myself out. Okay, right, and then that's probably getting close to a sensible place to stop. A lot of mining today, but at least it's moved things forward a bit. Let's get that going. So in terms of what I have managed to achieve, I managed to resite the batteries and rig up some more turbines, which is a good start. And if we got that tank, did I build a tank? I was going to build an insulated tank, that was why. I remember why I went out now. So let's go and do that. Let's get that in there, let's get that running. Should definitely put us into a better... Whoops. There we go, that's my 5. Right, insulated tank, so let's get that built. No, not a pipe cowl. Oh, of course I had to change and get... Right, okay. Tank insulated. I'll take it. Right, so while that's doing its thing over there, did I have a pipe somewhere? Where did I leave that pipe? Oh, I threw it over here, didn't I? Okay, good. Right. So, I'm going to remove that window. Okay. Atmosphere has held, so I hadn't screwed anything up. Oops. And that can just be dropped for a minute, and I'll take that wall out. Let's chuck them over there. Right, okay. So that'll give me just about enough space to fit a tank, I think. It's really tight. No, okay, let's spin it around like that. Okay, that's good. So that's going to be my fuel tank. So let's just connect that up. This is also important because eventually we're going to run out of welder fuel. Right, good stuff. Now I can turn that on knowing that there's less risk of blowing that pipe up. So that's really cold, but it's minus 89 I'm kind of happy with. The colder we feed it into the gas fuel generator, the more power we get from it. So that's good, but if it drops too low and the volatiles start to freeze out, it'll cause all sorts of problems. Interestingly, that mix is way out of kilter with where it should be, and I'm guessing that's a result of temperature differences. There's too much volatiles and not enough oxygen in there, and actually I might go and fix that before I can't find my way through the gap in the pipes. Yeah, I'm doing it. I might very quickly there we go, override it. I need to put some lights in this base. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to turn it off, and I'm going to flick this to input 2 at 100% for a minute, and I'm going to do that to let some oxygen through. There we go, look at that, that was a good guess, wasn't it? That's almost perfect. That was almost perfect. 3366. I am happy with that. And then I'm going to there we go. Rather have it slightly high and have a bit of unburnt oxygen in an oxygen atmosphere than the other way round. Right, okay. Get that smelting, and I'm going to go and eat some food. There's no food left in there, is there? That is going to be my next problem, is look how little food is left. And actually I'll probably need some more water in there as well, so I'm going to grab a water bottle Is there a part fill one in there? That's 100%. Okay, fine. Let's not muck about anymore. Let's go in here, sort myself out, and then really food needs to be an urgent priority, doesn't it? A water plant with water bottle, that's a new one. I am surprised that there is toxin in here again. There's not much, but I am surprised. Must be coming through when we open and shut the airlock, I guess. I was just thinking the main gas feed really shouldn't have any. Okay, let's get rid of the last of that. It's barely growing. I know. I want it to grow more. Please grow better. Temperature's already cold in here, isn't it? Might reduce the outflow. And in that's a surprise. I thought that was higher. Let's put that to 90 and that to 85. Just try and keep it a bit more stable in here. Okay. See, that should be a nice atmosphere. It's just it is a bit cold, but that heater's running, so it would be lovely if it would actually warm up. I know it's cold outside and we're losing a lot of heat out there, but see how we get on. I may have to surround this with frames to really insulate it. It might just be that glass is just no good. We'll see how it goes. It might be a job for next time, build a wall of frames around the outside just to keep the heat in, but it would be nice not to have to, not least because it makes it so much more painful to expand, but I think that could be a possibility. Anyway, we'll see how we get on. I mean, it's 19 degrees now, so it's not impossible to grow food in here, but I'm not sure I'm doing it fast enough is the basic problem. I think I'm going to plant something else. I shall do that and then we will end the episode, I think. Let me just put these away. I'll try to be tidy occasionally. Maybe a pumpkin. I don't know. I wonder what would grow better in there. I want something to grow quickly. I could do a potato, but I'm just a bit paranoid about losing. I've only got 2 potato seeds left, so I'd rather do something I've got 3 of. The mushroom didn't make it. I think we're going to go with a pumpkin, because why not? It's thriving. I don't think it will be for long, will it? That's actually dying, but I don't know why. Oh, because it's got to 14 degrees in here again. Okay, well what if we just turn that off? We don't need any more air coming in here. And maybe I'll just try and give it a real quick injection of heat, the very dirty way. Although I do want to just check we've got... Oh, there's not a lot in there now, is there? $17, come on, I probably just need another heater to be honest. 18, yeah. Oh look, it's actually grown a bit. And I think I just saw its health move up about 1 whole pixel. Okay, so temperature is definitely the issue. I wonder whether I can make a second heater. Then I really will finish. Probably. Unless I don't, because I say this every time. Just one more thing and then I'm finished. Need gold, but I have gold. I've just seen some. There it is. I'll have to make that a batch writer, that's the only thing. Turn them all on and off. I've got some cable, I'll have to find a way to make it work. I don't know where I'm going to put it. Maybe there. It's always good to put heaters on the floor, right? What could possibly go wrong? And then I just need to change that out for a batch writer and reprogram it. Where's the drill? What am I doing with my drill? It's there. I'm looking at it and I still couldn't see it. Right. Logic writer, batch writer. I'm going to make it a batch writer because I want to write to all of the heaters. Right. Logic, compare greenhouse temp, which is this one. Output type, wall heater, output var, on. Do it. There we go, look at that. Right, now it should warm up in here, hopefully. We'll see. 17. I don't know whether I can get fractional degrees on here. 17.8. 17.9. It's creeping up. Yes. Yes, there we go. Although we've got pollutant in here again because I used the door. Come on, get rid of the pollutant. I want that plant to be happy. Look at its sad little face. What? It's surely not reaching. No. 293. Oh, it's 20 degrees. Yeah, I want it hotter than that. Why did I set it to 293? Oh, because I was paranoid about fires earlier on. Right, okay, well, I'm not paranoid now. I want to get it up to 27. It won't, but we'll at least try. That's possibly part of the problem. Oh, there's still pollutant left in the atmosphere there, look. It's coming down, but not very fast. Has it expended that filter? Is that why? No, it's at 87%. Come on, empty it faster. There's no fresh gas coming in. There we go. It's gone. It's gone. There's still a little bit lurking in this corner of the room. Come on, out you come. I want you gone. No more pollutant. Right in this corner. Okay, any pollutant anywhere? No? Okay. You can turn off now. Ah, that has now nearly died, hasn't it? Well, that says it's thriving still, although I think that's optimistic to say the least. Maybe the water temperature's absolutely freezing. It's 7 degrees, that should be fine. Okay, I'm now not actually sure what else I need to do to make that happy. Honestly, I think it's going to die and I can't work out why. Yeah, it has died. Why has it died? Why has it died? It's 25 degrees, so it should be within its growth temperature range. Maybe it was just too sick from pollutant poisoning. It's not good though. Have to go and get some more seeds now. Yeah, I can't directly eat wheat. Let's get rice. That's obviously when the pollutant is coming in because that door just opens straight away. Right. Yeah. Okay, well let's run that until that pollutant's completely gone. hopefully those plants will grow. They really ought to now. They've got grow light and daylight, in fact. It says they're thriving, but I just don't believe it. Yeah, once the pollutant's out of here, it's warm. They've got plenty of CO2. Pressure is good. It's very difficult to see what else I can do for them at that point. They're just being a bit picky. Hopefully that's it, problem solved, and if we get rid of the pollutant, we're all good. I need to put an advanced airlock in the middle there to prevent that from happening, I think. It was on my to-do list, I just never ever got to it. Too many other things that needed doing or were more interesting to do, but I do need to sort that out. In fact, I think I may have even laid in some of the pipe work for it. I can't remember. No, maybe not. Right, is that all of the pollutant? That's all of the pollutant. Okay, so I'm going to turn that off. Okay, well, I'm going to leave that there. So hopefully next time we'll have some food. In the meantime, I hope you've enjoyed that episode. Got a few things done, a lot of mining, I'm afraid, but hopefully we are clawing our way towards a situation where less mining is required. So hopefully that will be a project next time, to try to make some constant tan in order to make the things we need to eventually get to a deep miner. Quite a few steps in that process, but nonetheless, at least now we've got a fuel supply, we can move the furnace outside. I'm going to start cleaning up the pollutant a bit more aggressively in the main room and putting an advanced airlock, I think, but there we go, all good. We are gradually becoming a little bit more stable here, so I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you on the next video.